Hi folks, I'm Craig Heffernan. If you missed how we installed the above ground pool and you want to catch up on parts 1, 2, and 3 of how to build a pool deck in 2018, well then visit my channel to view them all. And please don't forget to subscribe, it's free. In this last and final part 4 video, I'm finishing up all the rails and building a gate. I start by measuring in between the 4x4 posts on the bottom and top. Pressure treated 2x6s are used with both ends of the rail cut 90 degrees. The top and bottom measurements are not always the same and could vary because the posts are not exactly plumb and parallel to each other. These are 2x2 balusters that come in a strap pack of 16. To save time, I flush and square one end up, then I measure over 30 inches to cut the price tags off the other. I measure down from the top of the baluster 2 3/4 and then up from the bottom 2 3/4. I then draw a light pencil line to mark where all the screws go. Let's build rail number 3. I start by installing the 30-inch balusters on each end flush with the top and bottom. This rail gets 9 balusters and will leave 10 spaces in between. I put the 9 balusters in tight against one side, then I measure the remaining and divide the 10 spaces evenly across the rail. These notes will help you determine the size of the spacer blocks to use on any length rail. Using the blocks, I am screwing the balusters in evenly spaced, and I'm also exactly holding them flush with the top of the rail. I continue on the bottom side of the rail, fastening them evenly using the blocks. The last baluster may need to be adjusted to split the difference, as the block might not fit exact. To help you further figure the spacing, here's rail number 5 that is much longer at 74 3/8, and another shorter rail number 7 that is 25 7/8, which you'll see the spacer blocks are different sizes. And I also threw in a fraction conversion chart. It helps you convert fractions to decimals. The prefabricated rails should slide nicely between the posts. I pull them up to the top of the post, and then I flush the 2x6 rail with the front face of the 4x4. Then I toe screw the two ends using 3-inch ACQ screws. After I fit and tack the rails in place, I go back through pre-drilling and screwing the rest of the rails, using a total of 14 screws per rail. For the very top rail, I'm using 2x6s with all the edges rounded over. The 2x6s are placed with a 1-inch overhang past the edge of the post and rail. I fit all the joints together, and yes, more 3-inch screws. It's time to measure and build a double gate. The gate is made the same way as a rail, but I use 2x4s and place the 2x6s for the top and bottom rails. Make sure the gates were made smaller than the opening so they can freely open and close. The space on the hinge side is a 1/4 inch, and the latch side should have a good 1/2 inch to clear. This angle brace is very important to keep the gate square and sturdy. It's screwed on both ends and then into each baluster. I'm Craig Heffernan, and thanks for watching. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see my upcoming videos.